Okay, so yeah, welcome back to my stream. So thank you so much for joining the stream, and for today we are going to continue the 3D model. So basically yesterday we have finished the clothings for the character. So as you can see here, uh, basically the model is pretty much finished if we are talking about the meshes and the objects. Yeah, basically it's already there. We have the skirt, dress, tie, shoes. Yeah. So for today, I'm thinking that um, we can continue on making the rigging for the character. So basically, we are going to rig the body. And but before that, as you can see, we are missing the hands. So yeah, basically let's create the hand first, and then we can rig the character. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So what we can do is maybe we can hide the image reference first because we don't need that anymore for now. Then maybe we can duplicate this and put it on another pickup collections. Alright, so let's hide the hair, hat, and the clothes because we want to focus on creating the hands. So let's bring back the image reference here, and then basically we can like create the hands here. So the hands is not going to have any fingers, like it's going to be like a palm and then a thumbs. So let's do that by creating a new cube here, and maybe move it right here. And then we can like reposition it somewhere right there and pull this out. And maybe we can also like apply a subdivision modifier. Yeah, basically I want like to make the shapes look similar to the reference. So maybe let's duplicate that, and we can like make a separate viewport for us here. Okay. So it's going to be somewhere like this, I guess. And maybe you can like smooth the top and the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, it will look something like that. I think we can like make the thumbs. So let's create a new circle. Give it like maybe 60 vertices. I think that's too much. Maybe let's reduce it to maybe something like 12. Maybe I think that's much more reasonable. Then rotate it and trying to make the thumb shapes here. So we can do maybe something like this, and trying to fill this part. Oh, sorry, I think I clicked the wrong tab. sorry. Yeah. And that's why it looks black on the stream. Yeah. Okay, now we can put it maybe right there, and also rotate it a bit, I guess. There should be something like this. Now what we need to do is like somehow to, you know, connect these parts together. So before that, let me try to redefine the shapes here. Okay. Alright, so now we can like maybe apply the modifier here, then try to join this together. So let's delete this part and scale it like that. Oops, yeah, this one too. Okay, very good. And scale it again, and trying to connect these parts together. So maybe we can just delete this section here, and figuring out how to connect these parts. Okay, let's see. We can do like it doesn't really need to make the polygons perfect. We just need to like trying to connect it first, and then we can fix the topology later. Okay, now we can like maybe apply some loops here. Then try to connect this part. So we can do it maybe like this. There we go. Alright, so we can maybe smooth this part. Alright, so now we need to connect this one. Let's see how we can do that. Oops, I think I make a wrong face here. So put it right here. Then we can connect this part. And now we need to somehow connect this one. Let's see. Maybe let's keep it like this first and then we can fix it later. Okay. Now we can let's see, maybe let's delete this one first and make a loops here. Okay, now we can connect this there. And connect this part. Right, so now we can maybe smooth this part. I think that looks okay. Maybe we can make loops here, so we can remove this rectangle. There we go. Let's see if we can tidy up this part. Now we can maybe extrude this. Okay. Now let's try to smooth the whole object. Alright, so maybe we need to recalculate the normals, then scale it like that. Okay, maybe you can pull this up too. And maybe move these vertices so we have enough vertices for rigging later. Let's see. Alright, I think that looks okay, I guess. Maybe we can maybe add more loops here and extend it a bit. Right, I think that looks okay. Let's see if we can make it a bit longer. I think that's okay. Now we can connect this together. So you can just delete this part and try to connect this. I think that looks rather small. Let's try to make it a bit bulky. Wait. Okay. I think that looks okay. Okay, so now let's connect this, and maybe we can make a pickup here. Then we can control J. Let's rotate this a bit. Now we need somehow to connect this together. Now the easiest way is we can like using the bridge add-in here. There we go. Oh, that looks smooth, I guess, or maybe not. Let's try it manually, see if we can somehow connect this together much more cleaner. See. Alright, I think that looks much more better. Then we can like select this part and smooth. Apply smooth again, smooth again, smooth again. There we go. Can apply smooth to here too. And let's fix the misaligned vertices here. Right, so now we have the hands. Or maybe let's smooth this part too. There we go. I think we can like pull this out a bit to give it like a proper palm. Smooth this part. Okay, so now we have that. Let's duplicate this and move it to a backup folder. And there we go. Now we have the hands. Alright, so right, so the next step is we are going to rate the body. So but before that, usually what I do is like make the shape, the object scale is somewhere at the size of this cube. And then what I can do is like basically Control A and apply the location. Oops, I think that does not work really well. Let's see. Oh, so yeah. Maybe we can like not include this first, then location. Let's see if anything breaking. Nope. So location, rotation, and then scale. then we can bring this little thigh here back. Right, so after we apply the scaling, we can now rig the body. Now we can simply just maybe isolate the hair and the clothes, so we can focus on the body. So now we can create a new armature. Then what I like to do is make it in front so we can view this better, and I rename this to rig. Then we can create the bones. So just like usual stuff. Oops, I think we need to smooth this part because it does not look smooth enough. Alright. Right, so now we can like make the bones here. Place the neck and then head here. So this one is called health. It's going to be neck. This one is going to be the upper torso. Maybe we just need torso, does not because this one is a chibi character, so we can like reduce the bones. So this one torso, this one stomach, and then this part is hips. Neck, head. Okay, now we have the basic bones here. Alright, I think that's... I wonder if we can like maybe add split this bone to upper torso and then lower torso. Let's see if it's necessary or not. But for now, let's just keep it like this. And then we can like make the shoulder here. And pull this to somewhere like right here, I guess. And we can create the arms bone. So we can like make a new bone here. Oops. Control to selected. There we go. Then we can target it to somewhere right here. Let's see. There we go. Then we can make the hand bones. So the hand's not going to fully, cover the parts here, but we are going to make like a finger bone here and the thumbs here. So let's maybe somewhere around here, I guess. Let's see. Right, I think that's looks okay. Now we can make the legs bone here. So I have to do like position it to somewhere in the middle of the tides, and let's move it somewhere like here. Then put it there, extrude it, put it somewhere right here, extrude, and for the toe is going to be right here. There we go. Oops, it's not aligned correctly. Let's see. Maybe you can simply like scale it at x-axis and drag it in the middle. Okay, I think that looks fine. Now we need to make the joints, so Control P, keep offset, Control P, keep offset, and finally here, Control P, keep offset. Now we need to like rename this to shoulder .l, upper arm .l, lower arm .l, hand .l, upper leg .l, lower leg .l, foot .l, and then finally toe .l. Now we need to fix the bones roll here, so we can go to item and just try to rotate this on x-axis and see if the rotation is correct. So what we can do is Control Shift N and then active bone. And then let's see, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now I think that's okay, I guess. Alright, so now let's move on to the arm here. So maybe give it a roll like somewhere, maybe minus 40, let's see. No, 50, let's see. Yeah, there we go. So the roll is 50, and then for this one it's going to maybe also 50? No, maybe 90. Let's see. There we go. So it's 140. Then for this one, I guess it's going to be 50 or maybe 45. Let's see. Maybe 48 or maybe 50. 48 is perfect, right? So let's go with that. And then for this one, it's going to be 0. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now I think I can move this up a bit, I guess. Right, so now we have the bones. What we can do is maybe let's apply, let's create the finger bones first. So you can go to the thumbs here, then create a new bone, scale it down, then for the part here, move there, and then finally here. Okay, I think that looks okay. Now we need to think like how this finger, the thumb bones need to rotate, so we can try to move this x-axis. So this is not correct, so we need to like roll it to somehow to make like a palm. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that's the way I want it needs to be. Alright, I think we can leave it like that. And then we can connect this together by Ctrl P and then hit the keep offset. Maybe we can like move it up a bit. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. So this one's going to be thumb 02.L.02, or maybe let's see 01, or let's say 02, and then we can here 01, I guess, or I think the blender naming is thumb.L.002, then this one is going to 001. Yeah, then we can add bones right here. So let's make a room, and then here too I think we need to add like many more vertices here, because this one is going to fold, right? So let's put it right here, I guess. Then finally at the center here. Okay, let's see. If it like this, yeah, I think that looks okay. We can like figure out how it folds later, but for now let's keep it like this, and we can like rotate this and see how we can configure the rotation. Alright, so it's going to be minus 55, I guess, or maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes you need like to figure out where the rotation should be. Okay, so clearly that's not the way I want. Let's see if we can find the way here. There we go. Now maybe we can give it like somewhere right here. Let's test this. Okay, I think that looks okay. So it can fold like this. And this one's going to be like this. Right, so we can keep it like that, and then maybe you can move this a bit here so it's visible, then keep offset. You can rename it as maybe I don't know, pow pow.l.003, then this one 002, and then this one 001. Then we can apply inverse kinematics. So first of all, we need to duplicate this, and then duplicate, and then clear the parent, rename it to hand ik.l. Then we can do the same thing with the foot here. So Shift P, Alt P, clear parent, foot ik.l. Then we can add the knees and the elbow here. So this one's going to be elbow.l, knee.l. There we go. Now we can scale it down. Alright, so what I like to do is I want to move this ambient letter. Let's just make the inverse kinematic first. So what we can do is make sure to select the hand IK and then the elbow, and then we can connect it by using keep offset. So now when we move the hand IK, the elbow will follow, and then the same thing with the foot here. So let's see, oops, hide this and then connect this to the foot IK. There we go. Now maybe we can like make this smaller. And now what we can do is select the hand IK and then this lower arm, and Ctrl Shift C and choose inverse kinematics. And then after that we can go to the bone constraint properties here, increase the chain length to 2 because we want to chain these two bones together. And then we can add the pull by targeting to the elbow.l. Now it's going to like looks messed up because we need to rotate this maybe 180 degree. And then what we can do is select the hand IK and then the hand bones, then Ctrl C, copy, transform. So now when we move the hand IK, it will looks like this, which is great. And now I want to like when this rotate when we rotate the shoulder here, the hand IK follow the shoulder. So what we can do is select the hand IK and then the shoulder, then Ctrl 3, keep offset. Then when we rotate this, the arm will follow. Alright, so next is the foot IK here. So what we can do is select the foot IK and then the lower leg, inverse kinematic, add the pull, targeting to the knee. And of course we need to increase the chain length to 2, and then maybe the pull angle to 90, or maybe minus 90. There we go. Now we can move this together. We can copy transform to the toe here, so copy transform. So when we move it, the bones will follow. Now I think the rotation is not correct here, so maybe you can roll this out a bit. maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we can pull this inner, maybe too much, just a bit. There we go. Alright. So now what I like to do is we can move the maybe let's just symmetrize the bones first. So select this and then armature, symmetrize. Where is it? Symmetrize. There we go. Let's see, something is wrong. Okay, select this and then symmetrize. There we go. Now for now we can move the IK bones first to somewhere to different collections. So let's create collection and then call it IK and create. We can move the other the right one too. Alright, so now when we can toggle on and toggle off the IK bones. Alright, so that's what I want. So now we can move on to weight painting. So maybe we can disable this IK first because we want to manually focus on the IK first. I mean the weight painting first. So let's see if we can disable the constraint here. So let's hide this first. Okay, so now we can control this manually. Yeah. Alright, so finally we can do weight painting, but before that let's just move this to a backup folder. And now the first one is going to be the easiest one, which is the head. So let's select this and then Control P and empty group, and here you can find the head here and then assign a full weight, similar thing to the this part. So maybe we can simply just join this together, I guess. Let's see, so head, sign, and this one's going to sign. Right, so let's test this. There we go. Now we can rotate the head. Next is the body. For the body we can simply using the automatic width first, and then we can fix the width using the weight painting. So let's select automatic weight here, then let's see what result we get. Alright, so it looks weird. So maybe let's delete this weight painting first, and let's see. I think I forgot to turn off the deform. Yeah, there we go. So for the IK bones we need to disable the deform option here. So basically it tells Blender to not include this bone for mesh deformation. So basically this bone won't affect the weight of the mesh, because this one are just controls, so we don't really need deformation for these points. So now we can back to the original deformation bones here. Then we can try again with automatic weight and see the result. There we go, now it's much better. I think it's looking good without any like manual weight painting. But let's see how the other parts works. So this part obviously needs some fixing. This part I guess it looks alright. This one, yeah, this one is okay too. This one, ooh, this one looks great too without any further like adjustment. It already looks pretty great. Let's see how the thumbs works. The thumbs, yeah, needs some fixing, but it looks okay for now. Yeah, the obvious part that we need to fix is this the upper leg here. So as you can see, it's dragging the bottom too much and this one like looks really weird. Then the arm here looks messy over here. So what I think we can adjust the bone position again. So let's revert the weight painting first, and then we can maybe pull this somewhere like here, I guess. Maybe a bit down. Okay, now we can symmetrize this part. Let's see. Basically I want to like using the automatic weight as much as possible before we fix it manually. Yeah, that's not looking good. Let's try again. Maybe we need to position it a bit low. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, it's basically trial and error, so you really need to be patient when working with rigging. Alright, I guess that I want to somewhere to position it up. Let's give it bring it back to the top and maybe push it deeper. Let's see how that's going to look. So let's try again. Yeah, I think that looks okay, I guess. I think we can fix it manually for this part. I kind of want to be somewhere like here for the position, but we can do this like with the shoulder here, so I guess that's alright. So yeah, as for this, so let's see, I think we can like pull this up somewhere around there, then we can reapply the weight. So automatic weight, Yeah, although the file needs some fixing, but I guess the position is correct, I guess. Or maybe too much. Let's just pull it down a bit. Okay, let's try again. Automatic weight. Then yeah, I think that looks nicer. Alright, so now we need to fix the weight painting manually. So it's going to take a lot of time actually. So yeah, let's start. So basically you need to select the bone and then the body here. Then we can go with paint, and there we go, we can fix the weight painting. So let me enable the wireframe so we can see it clearly. So what you can do is kind of test it first, and then we can fix the weight. Let's isolate this part so we can focus on. Okay. So this process is going to be time consuming, I will ask it to say that, because it's basically trial and error, and you know, each model will need some adjustment. Okay, so let's remove this part. See. Okay, now let's preview this. Right now this joints looks much better. Now we can smooth this later, but let's test. Drag this to somewhere right here. Then you can yeah, okay. Now what we can do is try to smooth this part so it does not look boxy. Now this part is obviously not owned by any bone, so we can choose these hips and then draw, you know, weight it. And try to smooth the parts, and obviously here too. So let's give it some weight over here. Alright, so let's back to the leg and try to the view part is very, let's try to choose stick instead. Now we can see the vertex much better. So let's back to the wig painting and smooth this part. Just smooth it slowly. Slowly. And we can do this. we can test this again. Let's see how it looks. There we go. Now we have a nicer looking butt here. Yeah. Let's smooth this part here. Let's see. Okay, let's smooth this. Alright, so now, oops, I guess yeah, we need to remove this part. Incorrect. No, this one too. Let's see if we can just simply select this and remove. There we go. Now it looks much more better than before. I can smooth this part too, I guess. Let's see. Smooth, smooth, smooth. There we go. Now let's see. Alright, it looks perfect. This one is okay too. This one, I don't think we need some adjustment. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we can just remove this width. And I can try again. Smooth that part. There we go. And I think that looks nicer. Right, so I think the legs is weighted properly, as you can see here. So now let's move on to the stomach here. Let's see if it needs some fixes. Yeah, it definitely needs some fixes. Okay, let's see how it folds. Okay, smooth here. Maybe we can just remove this part first, then we can smooth it later. This one too. So let's try again. Smooth this part. There we go. Now let's try do something extreme here. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we can move on to the back here. Yeah, definitely needs some smoothing. See. Okay, I think that looks okay, I guess. And this one needs some smooth. Okay, now we can try to twist it like this and add smooth here. Yeah, basically weight painting is making the transition between tones smooth, and this progress, as I mentioned earlier, will take some time, so you need to be very patient. Maybe we can do this instead. Let's see. Maybe not. Let's just refer this back. Alright, so now I think that looks perfectly okay. Yeah, I just wanna make this a bit smoother, I guess. Let's see. I think that's so good. Let's try with the leg like this. See how it looks. See? I think that looks okay. Now we can move on to the top here. Let's see if it needs some fixes. Let's just okay, definitely we can remove this, I guess. So the chest part should be part of the torso. So we can remove the weight painting right here, here, and we can give it more weight here for the torso. Then we need to remove this part from the arm because it should not be affected by the arm. I think the arm does take a lot of vertices here. Let's try to remove them. Okay, this one. Okay, smooth that. Okay, I think it's smooth too. Let's see how it folds back. Okay, let's smooth this part too. Right. Again, when we fold forward, we need to smooth this part. Here we go. Now we have smooth transition here. Now we need to fix the shoulder here. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one is going to be like need to be fixed using uh, sculpting, I guess, because this part is not possible using with painting. Yeah, but let's try to like smooth the part first, and then we can fix it using sculpting later. Let's just hide the body, I mean the head first, so we can focus on this part. Let's see how the neck works. Okay, that's okay. Now that's smooth. This one need to be smoother first too. Okay, now let's see. Alright, so this part need to be adjusted. But before that, let's duplicate this and make a pickup before we do anything. So what I like to do is go to the sculpt mode and try to fix the topology here. Now of course this is going to affect the original shapes, but we can fix it later. Just want to fix this weird looking vertex. See how it looks. Guess that's looks fine, I guess. As you can see, it looks weirder. Let's see if we have other alternative to fix this. Let's see. What I can think is maybe we can make the body in T shapes instead of A shapes. So So I think we can go with that. Let's see. Can bring this back to the body. I think let's make it T shape instead of A shapes because it's not fixable, I guess. Yeah. Let's try to disable the armature first. Then we can make a backup for this one in case we need that part again. So what I want to do is we can separate this and make it in T pose instead of A pose. It obviously needs some adjustment. So this is why I try to rig the character first before texturing, because sometimes this kind of problem occur where you need to like change the pose instead of using A pose to T pose. So let's try to smooth this part. Right, so now we can connect this. So let's just simply use the bridge modifier here. Bridge tools, I mean. Okay, now we can adjust the shapes. Yeah, we probably need to remake the clothes, some part of the clothes, because of this adjustment. But let's just focus on the body first. Okay, let's smooth this. Then maybe we can add more loops, I guess, right here. So it is much more, defined. Okay, I guess we can sculpt this a bit. this a bit go down. There we go. Now we can adjust the bones again. Yes, going to be trial and error. Nothing is perfect. You sometimes need to refer back and fix stuff. Okay, let's just put this right here. Okay, let's see. Well, we also need to bring back the collection. Let's see, there we go, the IK, and then we can like rotate like this. Yeah, maybe somewhere like there. Then we can maybe move this part a little bit here. Bring this to the middle. There we go. Now we can move this screen here. Okay, let's see how it rotates. Right, rotation is not correct. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the local. It's not be 90. Let's see. There we go. This one. Yeah, this one looks okay. This one. Not this one. Right, so I guess that works. What we can do is maybe apply this too. There we go. And I can rotate that. And we of course need to symmetrize this part. Symmetrize. Okay, I think that looks. It will work, I guess. For now, let's duplicate this and maybe move it to here first. Then we can use the auto weight. So okay, Control P, automatic weight, and then see how it goes. Oh wait, that's not work. Why is it not work? Oh, I forgot to turn on the... There we go, now it looks correct. Let's try test again how the fingers works. Maybe need to be like this. There we go. Okay. So now I guess we can like combine these two together. So basically this one is going to be the upper half. Maybe let's just duplicate this to make a backup first. Then we can use this one for the lower half. There we go. Now you can control J. And then merge them together. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, let's see how the legs. Let's refer text. Yeah, the yeah, let's just try to yeah. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I think that's okay. How about this? Yeah, we need to fix this. Let's fix it. Go to the weight painting and try to figure out which one is incorrect. So we don't need weight here. There we go. Now it's back to the original one. How about this part? Yeah, looks okay, I guess. How about this? Yeah, needs some smoothing. Alright, so let's test this one. Okay. Right, so let's fix the thumbs. Then this one it should not has this much width, so let's remove some of them. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. As mentioned, the rigging process is going to take some time. Right, let's see. Yeah, I think that's looks okay, I guess. Let's try to fold this part. and see how it goes. And maybe we don't need to add weight here, so let's remove it. But we do need to make the transition smooth. Maybe let's just smooth this selected bones. Okay, this one too maybe. Smooth. Alright, so maybe the rotation is not correct here. So let's try to fix this. There you go. Alright, I think the palm is looking great. Let's to finalize, so let's just select this. Now maybe duplicate this first. We want to make it a backup, and then simply go to weight pane and then smooth all groups. Maybe give it 0.5. That's okay. Let's see how it turns out. Alright, now it has a very smooth transitions. As you can see, yeah, the hard work is paid. There we go. Yeah, I think we need to fix this. It looks weird. Let's try again. Wait. Maybe go to stick. Make it yeah, the shoulder does not need to control over the chest, so we can just reduce the weight here. And smooth the parts. Yeah, it needs to control a bit some part of the chest, but not all of them. So we can make it smooth. There we go. I guess that will be good. Right, so I guess we can enable the IK back. So let's bring this pose mode and re-enable the eye gaze. There we go. Alright, now we are finished with the rigging for the body. Now the reason I take times to make the rigging for the body perfect, as much as possible, is because we can use this body to rig the clothes by transferring the weight. So if we have the base body rigged properly, we can rig the clothes much easier later. So that's why we take times with the body rig here. Okay, now that looks good. Now I can bring back the hat again, and now we can just make a backup just in case we messed up later. And then maybe we can put it as recollection. There we go. So now let's just bring back the hair, and then for the hair we can simply add all of them to a head collection. And then Control P, empty width. Then we can move around. There you go. We can add bones to the hair strands, but we can do that later. For now, we can simply just try to copy the weight from the body to the other parts. Then we can activate the clothes. Now as you can see, the clothes is not in T-pose, so maybe we can skip the top part first. Maybe let's move it to maybe need to fix or something like that. Okay, let's bring back to here. Then we can focus on the shoes first, I guess, and this leggings. So we don't need this part because it is hidden by the shoe. Maybe we can join this together, I guess. Alright, so let's focus on this part first. Select the bones and the shoe. Then we can Control P, empty groups. Then we can select the body first and then the shoe. Then go to weight pane, weight, transfer weight, vertex group, nearest face interpolated by name, then give it a radius of 1. So now it will move along. There we go. That looks so much better now. So we have the rig. As you can see, it might overlap, but we can leave it as it is, or maybe we can just delete this part because it is hidden by the shoe anyway. So maybe let's just do that. So we can pick up this part. Then split this and delete this part. So we should not have the clipping problem. There we go. Yeah, I think we have some right here. Let's see if we can fix that. So what I'm thinking is just make this shrink a bit. Let's see. There we go. Then we can also like make this part looks thicker, I guess. So I think that's fixed. You know what? Let's just bring the original one back. Body. I guess we can just leave it as it is for now. So it might overlap a bit, but we can fix it later by removing the overlapping polygons. Okay. Now I think we can start with the skirt, I guess. Or maybe we can fix this part first. So let's see. So this one needs to have a bit more line. Vertex, let's see how it looks. There we go. Okay, snap there, snap here. Yeah, basically I'm snapping the vertex to the body. Try to match the shapes here. There we go, now it's clean, I guess. How about this part? Yeah, it needs to be fixed too. There we go. Now I guess you can just make it round. Okay, so now let's try to transfer the weight. So select the body. Let's focus on this part first. Select the body, and then the dress, weight paint, weight, transfer weight, and maybe give it a bit smoothing. Maybe 0.5 is enough. And let's try to control this streak. There we go. Yeah, it has a little bit overlapping right there. Let's see. But everything else, I guess it looks okay. Yeah, let's try to fix the overlapping part. So here, yeah, I guess we can go to weight pane. Maybe let's just split it like this, I guess. How about that? Let's try to focus on this part. So let's try to split this. And maybe somehow maybe like this. Is it okay if I do this? You know what? I just give it something like this. It's okay. Okay, maybe we can retry. So delete all groups. Now select the body, address, weight, transfer weight, smooth. There we go. Now it should be fine, I guess. Maybe we don't really need to worry about this part because it will be hidden by the cloak. So I guess we can leave it as it is for now. But yeah, it looks okay by the looks of the view right here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that visible, so it's alright. Okay, so now we can move on to the accessories, I guess. Maybe we can move this part later and focus on this part first. Okay, so now we need to fix this overlapping part. Oh, did I use some? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Is there any way like to lock this screen? I don't know. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. Alright, so let's try to Control P, empty width. Then we can transfer the width Okay, I think that's okay. Let's try it again. Here we go. And now we can move on to the skirt, I guess. Simple animals. I'm not sure. I don't think I ever create like animals, like, you know. I don't think I have time like to spare making a tutorial like that. That's why I choose to stream, because making a tutorials is like, you know, needs some time to edit it. But I don't know, maybe in the future videos. It's just simply like I have a limited time. Like every day I only have 2 hours to spare. So yeah. But maybe in the future. Let's see if we can drag this. So this part is still has some modifier, so maybe we can like mirror this, apply, subdivision also apply, and then we can like mirror this again, mirror, then maybe add some vertex here, because the skirt is, you know, needs some vertex to handle. So let's try again. Empty groups, and then we can try to transfer the weight. So with paint, weight, transfer weight, and maybe smooth. Give it a smooth of 0.5. So let's try again. There we go. No, this part is not looks weird. Let's see. Maybe we can just apply the mirror modifier, and then let's try again if it fixed the problem. Empty group, weight, transfer weight, and then smooth. Let's see how it goes. Suppose smooth. There we go. Yeah, it needs some fixes, so let's fix that. So here, weight paint, and let's just apply the symmetry here and try to smooth this part. Yeah, maybe I can think about it regarding the stream, like a simple stuff. But for now, I really want to complete this model first for a couple of days. Yeah, but thank you for the feedback. And this addition, I guess we can smooth this part. Smooth. Alright, I think that's looks okay. Now let's try to do something extreme and see if it's still works. Yeah, it needs some smoothing too right here. Okay, I think that looks okay. There we go. Now we can like try to fix the other part here. Let's see. Well, let's try to isolate this part so we don't mistakenly, you know, selecting the front. Okay, let's try to smooth this. Yeah, I think we can apply some smoothing. Maybe 3, maybe 10, or maybe, I don't know, 5 is enough, I guess. Yeah, this should works. Let's see. There we go. How about when we pull it front? Yeah, it looks smooth. Alright, so let's bring back the other parts and see if it still works. Okay, let's disable. Okay, looks okay, I guess. Yeah, maybe we need to like remove the back here because we don't need to show it. So yeah, by removing this part we can avoid the clipping. See, yeah, but before that let's duplicate this and move it to the backup folder, and let's try again. There we go. Now we don't have clipping showing around here. Right. How was my day? Yeah, it was a long day, I guess. Yeah, basically, uh, yeah, it was Monday. Today is Monday, so I also work as software engineer at some company. So yeah, basically Monday is you know at day I work, and then at night I making this model. So it was a long day, I guess. But yeah, it's nice. Thank you for asking too. Alright, setting the coatings for this part is done. Let's just make a backup for it, so if we make mistake, we don't need to repeat the same thing. Right, so yeah, next is this one. So as you can see, it is because we firstly using an A pose, and I decide to make the model as T pose, so we need to fix these clothings. So maybe let's first start with this one because it's much simpler, and maybe for the other one, maybe we can finish it tomorrow for this part, but let's finish for this one for today. So let's move this, try to align. I did learn Blender, I learned it myself, so I didn't go to any school or something like that. But yeah, it was when I was still in college, I guess. It was like 2 years ago, I guess. Oh no, it's not 2 years. It's more than. Basically, I know Blender from like high school, but I'm not really, good at it. So basically, I learned a bit, and then I start focusing on it when I was in college. But I was attending college in software engineering major, so it's not. I'm not learning Blender there, but I learned it. Uh, I learned it myself by following some tutorials, something like that. Yeah, basically I randomly start. I randomly start. Okay, I guess that goes to that part, and then we need to move this down. Yeah, I learned this. Yeah, I make some passive income from making models. It's like a hobby or something like that. And I kind of want like to make a short animation too, like using this 3D model. Short YouTube short, something like that. But yeah, again, sometimes I don't really have the time. So especially when I start this channel, it was when I was in college, and basically I also don't have time to upload new videos or something like that. That's why I left this channel like unmanaged. But yeah, that's I try to come back to the channel and making stuff again. But yeah, I do make some passive income, especially I also accept commission when making VTubers. So I have accepted some clients to make 3D model for VTubers. That's one thing, and the other thing is from creating models and then sell it to some platform and earn some passive income. It's not much actually, but yeah, it is part of my hobby, I guess. Yeah, I do it for fun. Maybe we can say it like that. Yeah, some people also contact me, and they are some of them are either streamer, like VTuber streamer, and then some of them are indie game developers, and they need someone to make 3D models, and I do help some of those kind of projects. Let's try to fix this. I just want to make it smooth. Mhm. Yeah, some of them contact me via Fiverr, and some are contacting me like directly from social media. Uh, but for the Fiverr, yeah, I used to work on Fiverr like I think about 2 years or something like that, and then at some day my account got hacked, and then I need to start a new account on Fiverr. Yeah. It was terrible, but yeah. Yeah, the thing about social media is I don't really know how to grow on social media, like how to uh, keep keep my audience engaged. So I try to learn how to do that. And the first step that I kind of want to do is to create a short animation, something like that, and then post it and see if it goes well or not. If not, then I don't know. Maybe keep posting until it works. Okay, so I think this looks okay. Now we can like transfer the width, I guess, and see if everything works perfectly. Uh, we transfer weight, smooth, one. Let's check this out. Yeah, that part does not look well. Let's see how we can fix it. Oh, I see. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I think what generally people like to watch is, you know, something uh, that the product is already finished. What I'm trying to say is like, uh, so for example, if I create this stream, uh, people will watch the streams. Probably people will want to learn, right? But generally people are, you know, I think like to consume. So basically that's why I kind of want to make like short animation. But yeah, that's just a plan. Not sure when I will execute that. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can just add loops here and see how it goes. Let's try again. Object, weight pane, transfer weight and maybe give it a smooth 0.25. So let's see how it looks. Okay, I think that's not half bad, I guess, because this one is smooth, but yeah, we need to fix it using weight painting, I guess. Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. Or maybe we can like make a duplicate of this arm and then just cut it following the shapes. But I guess for now we can leave it as it is. Maybe we can continue this tomorrow because it's already 10:30 p.m. and tomorrow I need to go to work. So yeah, let's wrap this up for today. So what we have done is we have rigging the body and some part of the clothes, which is great, and we can fix some other parts for tomorrow. So as you can see, it's working quite nicely. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so that basically is for today. We will continue this model tomorrow. Oh yeah guys, thank you so much for joining this stream. If you are interested, you can join the stream tomorrow at the same time, at PM into China time, the same time as today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you next time. Bye bye.